Hey learners, Pranshi Parma this side. Welcome to my channel guys. In today's YouTube session, we are going to learn Unix interview question and answer for your interview preparation. Okay, in this your first question is, what is Unix? Answer is, Unix is a portable operating system that is designed for efficient multitasking and multi-user functions. Since it's a portable operating system, it can run on different hardware platforms. It's written in C language and it was developed by Keane Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, and Douglas McCrory and Joy Osana. Okay, so guys, this is the brief introduction about Unix. Okay, now let's proceed. Next question is, list the distributions of Unix. Answer is, Unix has many distributions include Solaris Unix, AIX, HP Unix and BSC and many more. Okay. Next question. List some features of Unix. Answer is, Unix includes the following features. First feature is, Unix supports the multi-user system. Okay. In Unix, it's possible that many users can use the systems with their separate workspace and logins. That is, it has full support for the multi-user environment. Okay, so Unix support the multi-user system is the very important feature in Unix. Okay, next feature is Unix supports the multitasking environment. Okay, in this Unix many apps can run at a single instance of time. This is also known as multitasking environment. Okay guys, so Unix is a multi-user and multitasking environment support operating system. Okay, next question. What are the core concept of Unix? Answer is, first core concept of Unix is kernel. The kernel is also known as the heart of the operating system. Its fundamental role is to interact with the hardware and also monitor major processes like memory management, file management, and task scheduling. Next core concept of Unix is shell. It's also called command prompt. Okay, it connects the user to the operating system. Whatever is typed by the user is translated into the language understood by the command prompt, and then the corresponding actions are performed. Okay. Next core concept in Unix is commands and utilities. In this, many built-in commands help the user perform day-by-day activities. For example, mb, cat, cp, and grep, etc. Some of the examples of that type of commands. Okay. Next concept is directories. Every bit of data is stored in files and these files are stored in directories in Unix. These directories combine to form a tree-like structure. Okay. Now next question. What is a Unix shell? Answer is, the Unix shell is a program which is used as an interface between the user and the Unix operating system. It's not a part of the kernel, but it can communicate directly with the server. Okay, next question. What is filter? Answer is, a filter is a program that takes input from a standards input and performs some operations on that input to produce a result as a standard output. Okay. Next question. What are the devices represented in Unix? Answer is, all devices in Unix are represented by particular files that are located in /dev directory. Okay. Next question. Is there any method to erase all files in the current directory along with its all subdirectories by using only one command? Answer is, this is very important question. Yes, you should use rm-r* command for this purpose. Here the rm command is used for deleting files and the -r option will erase directories and subdirectories with their internal data, and * is used for selecting all entries. Okay. Next question. What is necessary before running a shell script from the terminal? Answer is you must make the shell script executable by using the Unix chmod command. Okay, so this is the command for make the shell script executable. Okay, next question. How to terminate a shell script if statement? Answer is a shell script if statement can be terminated by using fi. Okay. Next question. Write down some common shell with their indicators. So answer is first common shell is sh. Okay, and indicator is warn shell. Okay, next one csh, and indicator of csh is c shell. Next one bash, bash, and indicator of bash is warn again shell. Okay. Next one tcsh, indicator of tcsh is enhanced C shell. And zsh, indicator of zsh is z shell. Next common shell is ksh, and indicator of ksh is corn shell. Okay guys, so they all are the common shells with their indicators. Okay, next question. What are the main features of corn shell? A very important question. So answer of this question is the main features of corn shell included arrays, job control, command aliasing, a string manipulation ability, and built-in integer arithmetic. Okay. Next question. What is the difference between cat command and more command? Answer is the cat command is used to display the file's contents on the terminal, whereas more command is used like a pager which displays the screen page by page if the file is large and you have to scroll off the screen before you view it. Okay. Next question. Which command is used to restrict incoming messages? Answer is the MESG command is used to restrict incoming messages. Okay. Next question. Which command is used to kill the last background job? Answer is the command kill $sign and exclamatory sign. Kill $sign followed by exclamatory sign command is used to kill the last background job. Next question. What data structure is used to maintain the file identification? Answer is the inode data structure is used to maintain the file identification. Each file has a separate inode and a unique inode number in Unix. Okay. Next question. What is a pipe? Answer is a pipe is used to join two or more commands by using a pipe I character. The output of the most command is propagated to the second command through the pipe. Okay, so pipe is a very important concept in Unix. Next question. What are the links and symbolic links in a Unix file system? Answer is a link is a second name for a file. Links are used to assign more than one name to a file but cannot be used to designate a directory more than one name or link file names on different computers. And symbolic links are the files that only contain the name of another file. The operation on the symbolic link are directed to the file pointed by it, and both the limitations of connections are eliminated in symbolic links. Next question. Explain system bootup in Unix. Answer is system bootup is the first thing that takes place when the power button is pressed in Unix. Whenever the power button is pressed, BIOS is fired up and checks if all the hardware connected to the system are working correctly. After being successful, the system asks the user to provide authentication. Okay. Next question. How to change the password in Unix operating system? So answer is to change the password in Unix system, steps are included. First step is type in the command password, and command is PASSWD. Okay. Next step is you will get a screen which prompts to enter your default means current password. Then type your current password. Then if the current password is verified, then the terminal will prompt you to enter the new password. And last step is enter the new password twice and your password will be updated. Okay, so this is the procedure about how to change the password in Unix operating system. Next question. How to log out in Unix? Answer is to log out of Unix, type the logout command in the command prompt. Next question. How to perform a system shutdown in Unix? Answer is to perform system shutdown in Unix, you can use the following commands. First one halt, second one init 0, next one init 6, next command is power off, and next command is reboot, and next command is shutdown. Okay, so they all are the commands for a system to perform a system shutdown in Unix. Next question. How many types of file are there in Unix? Answer is there are three kinds of files in Unix. First one is ordinary files. It's included. And ordinary files is the one which contains data, text or program instructions in Unix. Okay. Second file is directories. In this, these include both ordinary files and special files. And third one is special files. These are the files which provide unique access to hardware such as hard drives, CD-ROM drives, etc. Okay. Next question. What are hidden files in Unix? Answer is hidden file in Unix are the file which have a dot, okay, before the file name. These files do not show up in the traditional file manager. Common examples of hidden files are first one .profile, second example is .kshrc, next example is .rhost means .rhost, and next example is .cshrc. Okay guys, so they all are the common example of hidden files. Next question. What is the difference between a single dot and double dot in Unix? This is a very important question. So, in single dot represent the current directory in Unix and double dot represent the parent directory in Unix. Okay. Next question. How to create files in Unix? Answer is creating files in Unix is simple. The user needs to use VI editor to create new files. Type VI file name in command prompt to create new files, and we can also use the touch command to create a 0-byte file. Okay. Next question. How to display the contents of a file? Answer is the user can use the cat command followed by the file name to display the command of a file. This command should be entered in the command prompt. The syntax of the command is shown below, means syntax is $cat file name. Okay, cat followed by file name, where the cat is the command to view contents of the file specified by the file name. Also, if you want the line number to be displayed along with the content, you can use cat command with option -b. Okay. Next question. How to calculate the number of words in a file? Answer is to count the number of words in a file, use the following command, and command is $sign followed by WC followed by file name, where WC is the command to count the number of words in the file specified by file name. Okay guys, now let's wind up this lecture. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more updates, and thanks for watching. All the best.